Good evening and salutations, my MD fans. Brooke. Brooke is really trying to outdo herself. she really pretty much just kind of outdid herself today because at this point she's just making a complete and utter ass out of herself. Okay, she's coming at Thomas sideways. She's bringing up Thomas' past. She's sitting there trying to make it seem like Thomas taking advantage of the situation when Hope has literally told you that she's the one that kissed him, that she's the one that kissed Thomas. How even Brooke told Rich, hey, listen, I get it, my daughter kissed your son or whatever, which is, I'll actually tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie, that just sounds kind of weird coming out of my mouth, but like, she does the thing say Hope kissed, Thomas, so it's like, why are you snitching trying to put any of this on Thomas? Oh, you should have sat there and sent her home. Sis, he could sit there and send your ass home since you just walked on in without invitation. So, like, what are you talking about? And then Hope brings up something which I'm so glad she did, you know, because, Brooke is all like, oh, well, you belong to him, y'all belong together, you belong to him. I was like, first of all, boo, she's not, let me tell you something, she is not Liam's property. This whole you belong with him or he belongs to you or you belong to him or something like that. I was like, yo, I am not a fan of that. Let's just get that out your vocabulary right now. Second of all, she's not understanding that, Liam practically gave up on the marriage. Liam is the one that chose to leave. Liam is the one, like, why is she going to sit there and try to fight for something if this dude is not even going to sit there and put half of that effort into it? What else should she? And then she brings up the fact that I don't want to sit there and do this. I don't want to sit there and be chasing a man like you with Rich. And she's brung that up, and she was like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be cold or anything like that, but how many times have you sat there and worried and wondered and cried and sobbed and have her pick you up off the floor because you sit there worried about something trying to be attached to him, trying to make sure that you have his love and his affection and you're constantly chasing for that. And she doesn't want to be that person. She doesn't want to be you. You would have thought right then and there. She would have had an epiphany. She'd be like, oh, okay, cool, you're right. I can see where you're coming from. Well, I guess my expectations is too high, and I keep forgetting that we're talking about Brooke Logan because instead of her actually coming to that point, being like, you know what, let me just sit there and just kind of back off a minute, she just continues on with the same dingbat argument. You need to fight for your marriage. You don't want to sit there and regret this. I'm telling you right now. Did she not just sit there and say she doesn't want to be like you? She doesn't want to be sitting there chasing a man like you've been doing all those years, fighting for his attention. And of course, she brings up Steffi, which, I felt like it was kind of out of pocket to some extent, but she did make a point. She was like, he was ready to leave so fast, like he had somebody else waiting. Like it was just so easy. Um, she's just looking like, yo, listen, I'm not going to be in another Taylor situation. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be you. And of course, it's like bounces off of her. And she just goes on and on and on and on. And Hope defends Thomas. And they're saying, hey, Thomas wants to be with me and only me. Sits down next to him. And that's that. Now, my whole thing is like, I don't. It's something that just like really pisses me off, right? How you gonna let this chick just sit there and disrespect you in your own home? This is the same thing with Paris and her mother. Walking in Carter's room, walking in Carter's place, yelling, being loud, being argumentative, being combative. I'm like, yo, listen, I get you're supposed to sit there and try to be nice to her for Paris' sake, but at some point, here's the thing, you're not gonna sit there and just let anybody disrespect you. I don't care if it's a man or woman. You don't have to put hands on this person, but yeah, you're gonna have to sit there and pull more bass in your voice. And not let anybody disrespect you in your own home. Like this chick don't pay rent. Who the hell she thinks she is? And the same thing with Brooke. He didn't have to sit there and disrespect her, but he could be like, yo, listen, get out. Point blank period. Put some bass in your damn voice. This don't make no damn sense. Cold damn hell if I let somebody just sit there and just run my damn place. Run my house. Yeah. Um, Not really much change with the conversation between Liam and Wyatt. Wyatt just been saying the same thing for like 2 weeks now. You need to forgive Hope. You need to sit there and fight for your marriage. If you still love her, you need to. It's just the same nonsense over and over again. The only difference is now Wyatt found out that Liam kissed Stephanie. And then Liam actually has the audacity to sit there and say, I know, I respect her, I respect her marriage. No, you don't. No, you don't. How could you even sit there and say something like that? You just said that you kissed her, but you respect her marriage? How? How is that even possible? How can you say it's like not just saying that I value human life and you go and you start just taking dudes out left and right. But I value human life. I'm a pacifist. I'm just gonna go outside and start doing some stuff like that. That doesn't work. They're complete opposites. So that sentence alone was just acidine. Got that going on. Most part the stuff with Steffi and Ridge didn't go anywhere. You know, Ridge is just worried about Thomas backsliding. Oh, it's only one kiss. It's not gonna really matter. Okay, bro. Other than that, they were just literally filler at this point. They didn't do anything. Um, Kelly had a nightmare. The drive home, the whole, they're so happy that Finn is back and grateful that he's alive and blah, 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 blah. It didn't really go anywhere. Which is unfortunate because they could have had a perfect time of Steph being like, hey, listen, Liam kissed me. Of course, Rich would probably want to beat Liam's ass, but it would have made for some great drama. Instead, it just didn't go anywhere, which is unfortunate. But, there's not something to talk about. It's like you had these two on set. You could have did something really great and really made the audience be like, oh man, this is really great. And you didn't. And you chose not to. You could have did it. You just chose not to because you just need to sit there and try to stretch that out as much as possible. I guess that works too, right? That works too. I mean, let's just drag stuff out. Um, feel like that's pretty much about it. But as I always sit there and say, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and go through all of them, B&B, Y&R, Days, and GH. That being said, I'm going to go. Also, if you are not a member, hit the join button in the description box below. We have a lot of fun on Saturdays and Sundays in there doing exclusive members only. It's conversations that we have there that we don't sit there and talk about in the regular, normal live streams. So you definitely want to sit there and be a part of that. Got some stuff in the works, I'll sit there and say, which is another good reason why you want to be a member. So when I get stuff finalized, I will sit there and let people know. But I got some stuff cooking. I'll sit there and say. With that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.